Hello, everybody, and welcome here to our second race of the season here in Mexico City, Mexico, for the PCSRA Indycar World Series. Getting set for our second race of the season. We got Angel Gutierrez on the pole alongside of Kyle Langland, David Heller, and Maxie Chilton in row number 2. The rest of your starting lineup will be shown right over here. Samantha Wilson is making her debut. There's the points over here if you didn't see it from the previous event from Sebring last time out. I want to make sure all 27 drivers roll out. And looks like everybody's rolling out. I'm probably not going to go over the point standings because you can basically see where you are at in points. Just to save you guys some time. As they come off of turn number 8, make sure everyone takes the start. Looks like that's going to happen. Can't wait to see how Samantha Wilson's going to do as we're coming to the green flag here at the Mexico City, the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit here in Mexico. Coming to the restart zone, and the Mexican GP is underway. Green flag is in the air. And of course, we're going to have no cautions in this 12-lap event. So unlike what happened at Sebring almost a month ago, we're not going to have that same fatality here this week. Maxie Chilton got a slow corner, but got a good run off turn number 3. As Grace Takayama had troubles getting going off of that corner. As we're coming to turn number 4, Gutierrez leading the race. Of course, Arena McShane went from pole to victory last time out at Sebring. Hopefully that will be a different story here today at Mexico City. As these drivers are going through the S's, making sure everybody is doing good. Cody Smart second in points back here at the rear of the field. Do need to mention Cody Smart was fully cleared to race the rest of the season. Of course, he had surgery just before the drivers went to Sebring, our last race, which Cody has completed his surgery and he is 100% ready to go, which that is good news to hear for Cody Smart, as Angel Gutierrez will lead the first lap here at Mexico. This track only hosts F1 races recently. Of course, it hasn't hosted any NASCAR races recently, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest with you, because I really would like to see how NASCAR would have done with Mexico with, the current bodies and all that, but it is what it is. But at least we saw the Mexican GP, so. Langland currently in second. Maxie Chilton. There's David Heller. Race Takayama. Priya McShane is 6. Arena McShane, the points leader, comes in his race. Is running 7. She comes in this race as your points leader. Matthew Hubert 8th. Prudence Martindale 9th, and Maisie Creighton complete the top 10. So Maisie Creighton finished 23rd in our previous race back at Sebring. As they're coming through 7 and 8 and onto the front straightaway, complete the second lap of this race. Angel Gutierrez definitely grateful to have the starting track position, because he's currently pulling out to a good lead. I forgot to fix the ticker there. Sorry about that. But these 26 drivers, those that had struggled, like Creighton, Taylor, Zachary Taylor to be more specific, Tiokoto, I should say, and Christopher Bright, they definitely need to turn what has been a slow start to the year around. And drivers like Arena McShane, Cody Smart, Monica Townsend and Brian James want to continue to build their momentum after a solid run at Sebring almost a month ago. As we're about to complete 3 laps of 12, and of course, none of these drivers have had troubles yet. However, I suspect that may change. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is Angel Gutierrez's home race. If I'm not mistaken, I will need to actually look that up. I think. I could be wrong, but I don't want to be incorrect. Or if Angel wants to let me know, then that would be good. As somebody needs to be in their room as of this recording. Anyway, Angel Gutierrez still leads this race. When I say somebody needs to be in their room, I'm talking about one of my roommates that needs to be in their room because it's past 10 o'clock p.m. as I'm recording this race. Sorry about that, my roommate being stupid as usual. But Kyle Langland trying to hold off Maxie Chilton for the second position. Maxie Chilton didn't have a good points day, 20th last time out at Sebring. David Heller currently running in 4th position as he came in this race 12th in the point standings. So he's having himself a very good run as we're nearing the midway point of the Mexican Grand Prix, which I still will call it the Mexican Grand Prix for F1 for races, even though we're not using this layout. Excuse me. Angel Gutierrez currently doing well. Checking the back of the field, Jeffrey Finguy, who had a solid run last time out at Sebring, currently in last place. Cody Smart, second in points, currently next to last. That's not good for him. Brian James was 4th in the point standings back here. Sean Art, this is the closest he will get to a home race. He is from Texas, along with his sister Jessie. Sean was 11th in points. This is not where he needs to be. Same with Annie Crenshaw, who came in this race 9th in the points. So a lot of drivers who had great runs at Sebring not having good runs here today. As you look at Samantha Wilson, who's making her Indycar World Series debut. She is, like I said, running a part-time schedule. She's right behind Dylan Van Dyke. Jesse Art. There's Hilda Folk in the 7. Folk was 16th in the points. She is 16th right now. Zachary Taylor, who had an engine failure in that Team Penske number 3, needs to turn it around. He's going by Skylar Taylor. The two are not related, I should point out. Skylar Taylor from Pennsylvania, Zachary Taylor from Indiana. As a little bit of contact back there between Skylar Taylor and Hilda Folk, but the two are having a very good side-by-side battle. So a lot better race than what we had last time out at Sebring, where we had a caution-filled race and we didn't even get a clean green flag run as a result. But a lot better race here today than what we had at Sebring. So, which I was correct what I said back at Sebring, which I was hoping that we didn't have a controversy-filled race. And so far, we're not having a controversy-filled race. So that's good. That's good to hear. But a lot of drivers who came in running, who had good runs last week, not good runs for them this week. Christopher Bright, this is going to be 2 bad finishes in a row for him as he's going to go by. That's Joshua Brown in the 19, who is a rookie, part of Skylar Taylor's team. Monica Towns right there. She's only a couple of spots ahead of her team owner, Zachary Taylor. Of course, Monica Towns from Indiana Motorsports, former Buffalo Wild Wings Series champion. There's Emma Kaiser, Samantha Johnson. Maisie Creighton having a much better race from her, so that's good news. And right now, let's see where Gutierrez still leads this race over Langling. Angel Gutierrez, who didn't have a good qualifying effort, qualified 22nd, finished 18th. Having a much better race. Ooh, Kyle Langling way deep on the brakes there, trying to catch that 38 machine. As he just gained a lot of time on Gutierrez. He's the faster car than Gutierrez. Gutierrez not wanting to give up without a fight. And with a number of drivers, I don't know where Matthew Hubert is running. Let's see. Where is Matthew Hubert running? Back in 13th place. So it's looking very likely that Arena McShane is going to keep the points lead heading into the next IndyCar race. That will be in a few weeks' time as of this recording, because we're getting closer to the holiday break, which the first IndyCar race, which the next race is Boston International Raceway. That will be in January in a couple of weeks, which will be the first IndyCar race of 2024, which we hope you will join us for that. Be a 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Gutierrez doing a lot better job than holding off Kyle Langland, but this is still a good result for the both of them. As we're coming down to 3 laps of racing to go. Anything else happening back here? Thing guy having a good run here today. Sean Art, who not that long ago celebrated his 22nd birthday. This is not the best birthday present he would have wanted. Back there running back in the 20s, running at the rear of the field. So I can tell you that we're going to have a bit of a point shakeup after today's race, because a lot of drivers who came in running, who had great runs last time out at Sebring, going to take some hits in the points, and a lot of drivers who struggled at Sebring are going to get some much better results. So we're definitely going to be in for a bit of a point shakeup heading into Boston in a couple of weeks' time. So as we're coming down to 2 laps of racing to go. Gutierrez having a much better result here today. Priya McShane just ran a little bit wide. David Heller is now in fifth. Back to fifth. He was fourth a bit ago, but looks like Priya McShane just got around the 77. Not too far behind is Prudence Martindale. Emma Kaiser is running in the top 10, so team owner Frank has got to be delighted for Kaiser. Oh, wait, I just realized both of Mr. Frank's drivers are inside the top 10. Maxie Chilton's running in third, so would be nice if Maxie Chilton gets a podium. That will make team owner Frank very delighted. As we're coming to the white flag for Angel Gutierrez, one more time around Mexico City here for that number 38 team. There it is. Next flag will end the race. After this race, I will show you your point standings going into race number 3 at Boston, our next race coming up. So hope you will look forward to that. Should be an exciting point shakeup. And since we haven't had any incidents, it'll be our only commercial break we will have to take. And of course, this copyrighted broadcast is presented by the Authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other distributions without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association is prohibited. PCSRA want to thank you fans for your support. We hope you enjoyed today's race as always. But here comes Angel Gutierrez through 3 and 4. Like Arena Exchange, he'll go for pole to win like that. Angel Gutierrez is going to win the Mexican Grand Prix at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. An incredible job for Angel and that 38 bunch. As we're waiting for the standings to get official, Kyle Langland will get second as the standings are now official. Maxie Chilton will get third, Grace Takayama fourth, Priya McShane fifth, David Heller sixth, Arena McShane will get seventh. So it looks like Arena will probably get a challenge from Priya, but hey, it'll probably be for a good reason. Prudence Martindale, Maisie Creighton, and Emma Kaiser will complete the top 10. Zachary Taylor got 13th. That's a lot better finish for him after a disappointing race last time out at Sebring. Look on down through the rest of the results. A lot of drivers who really had troubles today. Cody Smart, second in points, was trying to run down Arena McShane for the points lead. Unfortunately, 26 is not going to cut it. Brian James is going to take a hit in the standings. Also, Monica Towns is actually going to be second in points because even though she finished behind Arena McShane, she finished ahead of drivers like Cody Smart, who had a tough day. So the points are really going to get shaken up heading into next week's race. Speaking of your points, don't go anywhere. On the other side of the break, your point standings will be coming up right after this here on the PCSRA Radio Network. Don't go anywhere, folks. And welcome back as you are now seeing your point standings heading into Boston International Speedway. And like I said, it really shook up the point standings. I can tell you that for certain. So Rena McShane is the points leader. She'll have an 11-point cushion over Angel Gutierrez, Monica Towns, Priya McShane, Kyle Langland, David Heller, Matthew Hubert, Maxie Chilton, Skylar Taylor, Prudence Martindale, your top 10. Cody Smart was second in points, fell all the way down to 11th. Look on down to the rest of the deal, and down there in 27th, Haley Tioko with 3 points on the board. As you look at the stats right there for so far this season, There's the top 5 starts. Rena McShane and Angel Gutierrez, the 2 winners we've had here this season. And so far, it was a lot cleaner race than what we had back at Sebring. So hope you guys enjoyed today's race from Mexico City. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We've shown your full finish results. You are looking at your point standings heading into next time's race at Boston. That will be sometime in January. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys for 2024 and the next race of Season 1 of the PCSRA IndyCar World Series. Until then, I've been Dean Neville signing off as you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of PCSRA TV, the best in racing around the world since 2017. Viva Mexico! Adios, amigos. We'll see you guys at Boston.